it's bath day, and we got this little black with tan eyebrows, and we got a little tan with green eyes. I'm gonna tell you guys something. She's a little girl and she is perfect. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I easily give them a bath, because I have to start grooming the cockers very early on. They have to groom very early on, otherwise they will hate going to the groomers and it's a problem for everybody. So about 4 weeks, when they get out of their box, their nesting box, and they start walking around, I start grooming. Well, my husband built me this little sink in our garage, and I just get them some warm water. Oh no, you have to stay in there. These are 2 little girls, by the way. You have to stay in there. See, they don't like it. But the thing is, they'll go to the pond, or they'll go to the beach, and they like that. They just don't like the idea of being groomed. So just get them down and get them wet. The 2 I did before this didn't mind. The little buffs didn't mind. Just get them a little bit wet. And you have to try to keep their ears dry, because cockers are it's easy for them to get ear infections. And we don't want that. So we just get them a little damp here. We get them wetted down with some warm water. Now, let me tell you about the products I'm going to use today. So this, you can get at your vet's office, or you can order it online at Amazon. It's called Derma Bends SS. And it's soap free, but it does suds. And it's peroxide and salicylic acid, and it's antimicrobial, anti-everything. So if you think that your dogs are getting a little bit of a skin problem, you're going to want to use this. But we don't need to today, because we have these puppies, Derma Bends SS. We have these puppies, and they don't have any issues. The next thing I use is a Dawn mixed with water. As you don't know, you see the little duck on there? Dawn is good for everything. Dawn really does clean, and it's gentle, and it won't hurt them. Even if it gets in their eyes, it might sting a little bit, but it will not hurt them. So we're going to use Dawn. The next thing we're going to use, maybe sometimes I'll use this olive oil, dog shampoo. Probably not today on these puppies. And I always put a little bit of Aussie Moist, because they have such luscious curly hair, and we want to keep it luscious and curly. So let me just show you what I do. So the first thing I'm going to do, wet it down. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nice and wet. I'm going to add a little bit of Dawn here. Not into their face, just on their backs. And since I've cut it with water already, it's very liquidy. And we'll wash their little ears, wash their back, wash their belly, wash their feet. And it's going, well, she is. And dogs tend to not like a shower if they can't get their 4 feet seated and they can't see out. So she doesn't mind it. She likes getting rubbed. She really likes getting rubbed. So we're going to let that Dawn set for just a minute. We'll go to this one. Put a little bit on. You can see that. It's all cut with water, so it goes on very easy. And we just scrub, scrub, scrub. Scrub it up. 2 doggies in a tub. Oh, this is really a dream, guys. Let me tell you something. Dog breeding can be really dirty, because if you can imagine, you have 6 to 10 puppies, and they're all going to the bathroom 10 times a day. That's 60 poops a day. So it takes a lot of effort, but it's so worth it, because I just love them so much. And Cocker Spaniels are really my passion. Now, I have Frenchies too, and I love my Frenchies, but it's a completely different dog, completely different personalities. It's not even close to the same thing. Cocker Spaniels stay puppies for life. So we're all scrubbed up. Get our warm water on again. Make sure not burn them and not make them too cold. And just rinse, rinse, rinse. Rinse, rinse, rinse. You got to make sure you get all the soap off, because if you don't get all the soap off, they can get a little irritation. Just like if you have soap left in your clothes, you can get a little irritation on your skin. You don't want them to have any irritation. So you have to make sure you get them rinsed really well. I'm going to rinse her really well. Get all the soap off. Oh, look, see, there's a little bit of gunk coming off. And you got to start early. If you have a dog and it's a breed that has to be groomed, you have to start early, or the dog will hate going to the groomer. So I always start early. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of this Aussie Miracle Moist. I love Aussie. It smells so good. And it's going to make this silky fur even more silky, and it's going to keep the tangles for me, because the reason that dogs get matted is that the follicle on their hair is open more. And so that follicle just grabs onto another follicle, and the next thing you know, they're matted up. And if you have a show cocker, or you're thinking about showing your dog, or you just want to have that luxurious, expensive dog look, you can't have matted fur. So what we're going to do is we're going to condition them down real good. Just a little bit. You saw just this much. Look, just a quarter amount. And you condition them just like you do your own hair. You condition them, and they don't like it. Now, while they're conditioning, I'm going to clean their eyes, because cockers have weepy eyes. Now, a way to control the weepy eye is a haircut. But they're a little young for a haircut because their skin's so delicate. We don't want to take any chances of them getting cut right now. So we're just going to give them a few more baths, get them used to grooming. We got her little face clean. Oh, look at that little recessive red nose. Those little hazel eyes. Oh, she's a doll baby. I love her so much. And this little girl. Oh, the dream. Okay. Now we're going to rinse you guys off. Always test your water. You don't want to get your dog freezing or scalded. Always test your water. Because these are babies. These are delicate newborns. If you can imagine, they're only 6 weeks old. So they're newborns, basically. They're newborns. Just quick rinse to get all that conditioner off. Even if you leave the conditioner on, it hurts nothing. You can leave the conditioner on. Look at this little tan, with this little liver with tan points. She doesn't even mind. She's like, okay, I'm ready for the show, guys. Now this little black one, I don't know if she's ready for the show, because she doesn't enjoy the grooming as much. But the little tan point, she's ready for the show. She's like, all right, you got me groomed up. Let's get me to the show now. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to brush them out with this rake, and I'm going to go against the grain. So give me just 1 second. Let me get my blow dryer set up. And I keep them in a basket so that they can't escape, because we can't go around chasing Cocker Spaniel puppies. So this basket here, they're just going to sit right down in it. And we'll do her first because she's kind of anxious. Just squeeze the water off. Squeeze the water off her little ears. Put her in the basket. This little show dog right here, she's a little show dog. Look, this is a perfect example of a Cocker Spaniel. This is a perfect example. When this girl gets about 6 months old and she's gone through show training, you're going to see something incredible. You're just going to follow the journey, and you're going to see something incredible. Okay, guys. Now, I'm going to switch up, and we're going to watch Kayla blow dry. She's going to use the rake. She's going against the grain with the rake. Don't go anywhere now. We haven't named these puppies yet, because they're going to new homes, you know. We may decide to keep this little liver and tan just because she's so perfect. Going against the grain and dried off. Just a little bit of drying, because we want them to be used to the sound of the blow dryer. We want them to be used to the feel of the brush. We don't want to rehome puppies that are going to make people miserable. There is nothing worse in the world than having a dog that has to be groomed that you can't groom. So, we always make sure that our puppies are ready for that. This is part of their socialization. Getting them ready to groom. Part of their socialization. Go against the grain so they're used to feeling it. And it helps lift out the curls too. When you go against the grain, it really lifts out the curls. And if you go against the grain on their ears, it'll really bring out those curls. It's kind of like a human. It's basically human texture here. So we're just going to go against the grain. You see that? We're going against the grain. Just going to get these curls up. Hurry up, ears. Okay, they're done. They don't like it. But they're experienced. They've experienced it. They know what's going on. Hang on, I'm going to take them outside in the sun. We're going to watch them play.